we can't always have enough concentration, clarity, and equanimity to have a complete experience of something. But maybe we can have a little bit of concentration, or a little bit of clarity, or a little bit of equanimity, and that's not too shabby. Maybe we can't have any concentration, clarity, and equanimity at all under certain circumstances. But we can have equanimity with that. We can accept that that's the case. And we can continue to do formal practice despite the fact that we have essentially no concentration, no clarity, and no equanimity. However, we're still setting the stage for nature to do its job. We're catalyzing a natural process. We're giving nature what it needs. On the surface, it seems like we're wasting our time doing a formal practice because it's like total monkey mind, total confusion mind, total lost in emotional chaos, sleepy, aches and pains, okay? It seems like we're wasting our time. However, deep down, slowly, changes are taking place even under those circumstances because we're giving nature a chance. If you have a lot of concentration, clarity, and equanimity, great, you can explore the possibility of complete experience. But if you can't have concentration or clarity, maybe you can have some equanimity, okay? Yeah, if you see what I'm saying, there's always a way to look at it positively. So if you can't have all three, try to have one or two. If you can't have any at all, keep doing the formal practice because that's still doing some good in the long term. So you can always do what seems like going through the motions. It's still better than just completely acquiescing to desperate and hopeless wretchedness of human condition. However, on occasion, and certainly with practice, given enough time might be a lot of time, folks, okay? You'll start to get hints of an experience of sensory completeness. Where things get really extraordinary is when you can have a complete experience of feel, image, talk, all at once, that integrates the mind and the emotions into a single arabesque of empty energy. So there's a oneness and a nothingness there. The world of concept and the world of emotion, which are often thought of as, the head and the heart being separate. Okay, so the head and the heart literally are integrated. That's the oneness theme. Okay, they're integrated by having a complete experience simultaneously of feel, image, talk, so completely present in the moment that there's no time to fixate them, and they manifest as a wave rather than as a particulate thing called a self, or thing called thought and feeling. So that's quite an integration. That's quite a theme of oneness right there. But there can be a broader theme of oneness. That would be the theme of integrating not just the head and the heart, but the mind and the whole body, not just the emotional body, but the physicality of the body, touch space, as I call it. If feel is the emotional sensations, all the other sensations, what are we going to call them? The itches and aches, the pressures and pains, the sleepiness sensations, ordinary physiology, the pulse, et cetera, hot and cold, bladder's full, stomach's empty, all that sort of stuff. I call them touches, whether they're on the surface or on the inside. The body is touch feel space. Well, there's a tradition in mindfulness practice. It's not a requirement, but it's something that's done by some people sometimes. It's very interesting. You can learn a lot from it. It's done in other traditions too, but in our tradition it's called strong determination sitting. adhitthana in the Pali language. And it means you make a decision for a certain period of time, I'm not going to make any voluntary movement. Typically, it's a minimum of 1 hour, but I guess, theoretically it could be anything, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, half a day, whatever you want to do. I did a retreat once in Australia. It was a 2-month retreat, and it was great. It was like I didn't have to run a retreat. I was taking a retreat for 2 months. Didn't have to do anything but meditate. And of course, I wanted to make optimal use of that time. The way the schedule worked, there was this nice 4-hour slot in the afternoon. So I decided the first day, okay, for the next 2 months, I'll do a 4-hour strong determination sit during this slot. See what happens. You know what happens, right? And it ain't pretty. What happens is that after about an hour, you start to get some really significant pain. And then after about an hour and a half, you're gnashing your teeth, and your hands are now a sweaty fist, and then your body starts to shake uncontrollably, and then you're flooded with huge emotions of fear and mental confusion and distorted thinking, ideation, and then you start to lose control of your body. Your eyes start to go up into your head, and you can feel like, it's horrible. Okay, it's really, really bad. However, it is, after all, just a huge eruption of touch, feel, image, talk. The will, the freak out, is in feel, image, talk, okay? The pain is in the touch. It's just a dance of 4 strands of sensory experience.